Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Debsy, and the place to be, it's Debsy. Boop, that's me, boop, Debsy. Hey guys, and my face is so red. I don't know why, but who cares? Anyways, hello and welcome to the weekend. Happy Friday. Kind of week I had. Warmest regards. It's a little bit of peppermint tea, courtesy of David. So anyways, happy Friday. You did not get a video from me yesterday. It's been a week. And I think moving forward, I don't know that I'm going to be doing a video every day. I think I might just be doing one every other day. So I thought that today I could get into a little bit of a reality recap, reality TV that is, which is probably not really reality. But this week I did watch part one of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City reunion. And I thought I would go over some thoughts on that and also throw in a little bit of reality TV news and rumors that I had heard out there. So there were only 4 ladies there. Jen was missing. Jen Shaw was missing. Andy had said she was invited. Her legal team said, please don't go, because they didn't say this, but you're probably going to say something that just is not going to be good for you. Not that anything she says is great anyways. So they got into, Andy just basically asked about, hey, listen, what do y'all think about the fact that she pled guilty? And mostly everybody was like shocked and, you know, except for Heather. Heather said she felt sadness. She said that she did know she was going to do that, and that Jen called her right before she went into court, said, this is what I'm doing. Heather felt sadness for Jen's kids and just sad for Jen. She felt bad for Jen that she was doing something she didn't want to do, which led me to think immediately, okay, I get the sadness for the kids. What about sadness for these senior citizens who were victims, who lost everything they had because they were scammed by this woman? And secondly, she did something she didn't want to do. What does that mean? She's an adult. She could have said no. She could have very well said no. She obviously didn't want to because she was living the high life on this money. So no, I don't buy that. She had a choice. So then they moved on to the Meredith Lisa friendship breakup. And Meredith had said, listen, I wasn't really as upset about the hot mic moment as I was about Lisa unfollowing me. So Lisa unfollowed her on socials. And then also Lisa had posted some things on, I don't know if it was Twitter, it might have been Twitter, where it was after Meredith's father had passed away. And Lisa supposedly had posted things that made it look like Meredith was lying and that it made Meredith look bad, which Lisa Barlow said, no, that did not take place. That did not take place. Meredith then apologized for spreading rumors about Lisa and, you know, trading sexual favors for better placement for her tequila. And Lisa accepted, which then brought up the phrase, blowjobs for jazz tickets. So, and they kept saying it, which I was like, wait a minute, could that potentially be a new promotion for the Utah Jazz? Blowies for jazz tickets. Hey, everybody, blowies for jazz tickets. Boop, boop, boop. I don't think that's ever going to take place. Blues for jazz tickets. It has a nice ring to it. I don't think it will, though. Then we moved on to the fact that when they were roller skating, Lisa had thrown out there that I don't pop, they were talking about Meredith, and she said, I don't pop pills, B, you do. And Lisa then said that Jen had told her that Meredith and Lisa were popping pills, and it was, I think she said it was ketamine, and then she said ketamine and shrooms. And they said, well, let's call her. So Meredith got Jen on the phone. And then right before they started talking, Heather says, everybody knows what Special K is. Listen, I don't know what Special K is. A little bit about myself. I've never done drugs in my life, because here's the thing. This is how I am without them. I don't need them. Like, I really don't. I have that kind of personality anyway. So if somebody were to say to me, do you want some Special K? I'd be like, let me get a bowl and some milk. I'm thinking it's the cereal, and I'm getting regular with fiber. I don't know what Special K is. So they get Jen on the phone, and they ask Jen. Jen's like, no, that didn't happen. And then Lisa was like, well, you're gonna listen to her? I don't lie. She lies. She's going to jail. Andy was like, oh, I don't know if you should say that. And Lisa's like, why? It's true. Listen, it is true. We all know now. She's going to be in for 6.5 years. I mean, she probably won't serve 6.5. She'll get out for good behavior or whatever. She's not going to serve 6.5, but she's going to be in jail. And then they get off the phone, and Lisa once again was like, you are going to believe somebody who lied and is going to jail over me. Cool. So there was that. And then Andy, of course, has to say, is there any way that this can be saved? After all this shit that went down, I don't think so. But Meredith was like, we can get to a point where we're civil in public, and then we can see where it goes. Listen. And that was something that was just beat to death over this season. That and Whitney and Heather, bad weather. I mean, although I will have to say, when Salt Lake City first came on, my absolute favorite housewife on that show was Heather Gay. And for just maybe even my favorite housewife period from all the franchises was maybe Heather Gay. I loved her. She has fallen out of grace with me pretty quickly. Like, I kind of look at her as almost like a bully now. No, I'm not a big fan of hers. And this whole thing between her and Whitney, I just don't like how she was gaslighting Whitney. I just didn't like it. And I had never been a really big fan of Whitney's. I did not like her, but her voice always got on my nerves. But the amount of gaslighting with Whitney this season was like, oh gosh, no, no. So I'm glad she's speaking up for herself. Then next they brought out the three friends. They brought out Angie Harrington, Angie K, and Dana. I kind of zoned out a little bit on this just because, I don't know. I will say, I like Dana a lot. Dana is someone who I feel really stands up for herself. She stood up to Jen several times and was not afraid. So I like Dana. And from what I understand, I heard rumors that Dana and Angie Harrington are going to be on the next season whenever it comes. That's what I heard. I like Dana a lot. I also like that Dana was perfectly fine with going out of the house with some gray hairs, and was kind of mortified when Jen was like, here, I brought some hair dye. You can cover that up. If she wants to go out with her hair like that, what is the big deal? I did not like that. So the last thing they talked about, the big thing, one of the big things this season was Heather's black eye. How did she get it? She goes from saying, we all know what happened. We're just not going to talk about it. And I remember how I got it. I don't want to talk about it. Do you know how you got it? I don't know how I got it. I wish somebody would shed some light on how I got this. Turns out she comes out and she says, listen, I blacked out drunk and I was just so embarrassed by it that I just said what I said. I don't know what happened. She said she was feeling shame over all this heavy, how drinking is viewed in the Mormon church. And just, that's why she was going back and forth. She says she doesn't know what happened. She was blackout drunk. She doesn't remember anything. She then said, they then got into like theories about people being like, a lot of people think that you might have been punched by Jen. And she then said, I would rather have Jen do that than a stranger. I wouldn't want anybody to punch me, whether it be a best friend, a stranger, my mother, a man down the street, my mailman, some lady at Walmart, my hairstylist. I don't want anybody to do it. Nobody. Period. That's it. And he also said, he also had said, in your mind, were you thinking if Jen did punch me in the eye, would I want to cover it up? Would I want to cover it up so that she's not penalized by the judge in her trial? And she said yes. She said if Jen would have done this, I would have covered it up. Listen, I'm going to tell you what I think. I think she did it. I think they were drunk, and I don't know if she did it on purpose, but I think she did, because it was real odd. And when she was talking to Jen, and they were like, we got to come up with a story, a cover up. That, and the other women said too, that didn't make a whole lot of sense. It really, the way they were acting made it seem like Jen did this. So that's it. That was just dragged out. They made it at the beginning of the season, they made it seem like it was like this sinister thing. And then it turned out to be like, well, what is it? And she had said many times, I don't know what happened. I was blackout drunk. And Lisa kept saying, I wish you would have said it then. I wish you would have said it then. I wish you would have said it then. Because, and she made a good point, it looked like assault. It looked like a black eye from assault. It didn't look like a black eye from her just falling down into a doorknob. And Heather said there weren't any doorknobs in the house. So, and Lisa had said, well, I wish you would have said something. So it then didn't look like it fell onto like the crew or the production crew, or they did something. So they ended on that. It looks like next week is going to be interesting. I have to tell you, this season, I started watching it and then I lost interest, and I binge watched it in like 2 days to try and get through it. Next season, I don't know when they're planning on coming back. I've heard rumors that it might take a little bit longer to come back. I had heard that the only person that was cast already was Lisa Barlow. Then I heard a rumor, and that obviously Jen's not coming back. And then I heard a rumor that everybody except Jen and Lisa are not coming back. And they're going to add in Angie Harrington and Dana. And they were thinking about adding in Angie K, but they are not. So I don't know. That's what I heard. We'll see if that's true or not. In other Housewives news, Harry Hamlin has come out and said that the reason why his wife, Lisa Rinna, was let go from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is because of Sutton. Because it had to do with the whole Elton John, charity debacle, where they didn't say thank you or anything for Sutton, buying them the table. Listen, I call bullshit on that. I don't think that's the case at all. That you think that is the reason why they were let go? She was let go? No. It's her body of work. She acted so poorly this season. She was grieving over her mother, and she used that as an excuse to just scream at people. She has put out so many smear campaigns on so many different castmates that then left because they couldn't stand working with her probably. Listen, it's your body of work that got you fired. And if it was Sutton, then I love Sutton even more than I did last season. Hooray, Queen Sutton. Yes, please. Thank you. If she was the one that got her out of there, all hail Sutton. That's all I'm saying. So that's what I have as far as reality TV recaps. It is a Friday night. And if it's a Friday night, I'm not going out anywhere. I'm just going to sit in the house. Me and Dolly are going to watch the, I have RuPaul taping, and me and Dolly are going to watch the ice skating championships. We love to watch ice skating. So we're going to watch some ice skating, and I don't know what else I have planned this weekend, but I will talk to you tomorrow. If nobody told you yet today, I love you. You're loved, seen, and heard. Please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity out there. And I love you guys. Have a great day. Stay safe and stay warm. Bye, guys.